Yo, welcome to Spiritual Street Report, where the Big Stepper Squad runs things. Raw tarot, real talk, and spiritual protection straight from the streets. No BS, no fluff, just the real deal to keep you ahead. Hit subscribe, join the squad, and let's get the spiritual hustle going.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Empress Miss Mo, and you have reached the Spiritual Street Report. Thank you so much for all the support and love of my first series. Now we're on the second series, okay? This second series, y'all, is going to have y'all mind blown, okay? It's called Spiritual Protection and Real Talk. All right, this episode is called Energy Vampires, Decepticons, and How to Block the BS. Okay? Not everyone around you is real. Some are energy vampires sucking at your vibe. Others are spiritual Decepticons, master of disguise, feeding on your light while you grind. In this episode of Spiritual Street Report, I'm breaking down how to spot the fakes, shield your aura, and keep your spirit clear when the world's wearing a million masks. What you'll learn, okay? Spotting the vampire. The telltale signs of energy leeches in your life. Friends, family, co-workers, you name it. Decepticon discorder. How to recognize those who pretend spiritual, but being in chaos instead. Okay, this is like usually like someone playing holier than thou on your ass. Okay, we know what it is, y'all. Secondly, um, or thirdly, sorry, aura armor. Simply yet potent rituals and visualizations to seal your energy field. Okay, sorry guys. You see how the spirit doesn't even want me to talk about these things. This is some serious stuff I'm about to embark into. I'm about to dive waist deep into this. Okay. Number 4, return to sender. Techniques on how to bounce negative vibes right back where they come from. And then number 5, daily cleanse and protocol, a streetwise practice you can do every morning and night to stay clear and charged. Are you ready to level up spiritually with your spiritual self-defense? Hit play, shield up, and block the BS. Let's get started, y'all. All right, y'all, we're going to go ahead and dive in, okay? Spotting the vampire. Now, once again, we talked about this already. We went deep down into the leeching and all that. What are the main signs? We're going to let the cards speak for us because I just feel like me going off my top of my head, I know. But it may look different for everybody else. So we're going to go off the universal view of this, okay? Spirit, show us what we need to know when it comes down to spirit spotting a vampire. The first sign you would see in spotting a vampire is that they would have resistance. They will resist the flow in your life. And what does that mean, guys? Resisting the flow in your life would mean easily just as simple as disagreeing with everything you do. Every decision that you make, they go against that. If you go left, they go right. If you got to be there at 9, they're going to be there at 10. You know, they're never going to give you a smooth sailing flow, or they're not going to want to flow with you. They always want to go against the resistance of the flow. They are the resistance of the flow in your life. Okay. Another is, world shadow. I mean, these people is being revealed to you in your life. Okay. Definitely being revealed to you. Another one is that you're in fear of losing this connection, or you feel like you're there, you feel like you're in fear of walking away because maybe you think that they won't be able to handle you walking away. So you stay in fear because you feel a codependency. Energy vampires. These are the tell signs. Resistance. Another is a shadow, world shadow, which means, they don't do anything that you want to do. Okay? They don't do anything you desire to do. They'll go against everything you need to do. They're constantly taking. And then when it's time to defend you, when it's time to stand up for you, they're not there. Once again, you living in fear. As soon as you go around them, you feel a sense of fear. Your stomach either get butterflies, or you become absent-minded. You forget what you're trying to say. You start to stutter in your words. Your energy goes down. Before you know it, you're sleepy as heck. You don't know why. These are the tell signs of you having an energy vampire in your presence, guys. Okay? Spirit, show us what else we need to know when it comes down to energy vampires. Can you clarify this? Yeah, they use the love word a lot. Be careful of that. So when it comes to say, I love you, I love you, I love just too overtly obsessive with the love word. Okay. If you're in a relationship with somebody, orgasm came out. See, if as long as you feel like you're loved, that's when it can really suck you dry. See, that's when the honey comes out. And it's an orgasm to your mind. You see what I'm saying? It's an orgasm to your spirit. Then you can be emotionally free. Once you become emotionally free, see that card, emotionally free? That's when they can really pull on your energy and you won't feel it as much. However, over time, you will either feel drained when you leave this person, or you'll feel drained as soon as you hit their presence. It depends what kind of energy vampire you're dealing with, because there is different types. Okay? 9 of 10, if you are a divine feminine, you definitely have energy vampires in your energy. Never doubt that. They are highly attracted to divine feminines, guys. Okay? And they like to grow off the back of you. Okay? Because they know you have so much to offer here. Yeah, you definitely have to protect your energy. Okay? You would have to really, truly protect what you're building. Okay? Um, but they like to know what you're doing. They're kind of like monitoring spirits, so they got to know what you're doing to know how they can suck from you, when to take from you, how to grow off of you. You get what I'm saying? How can they steal your work? It could be a coworker that likes to always forget, what you doing over there? Oh yeah? Oh. And then next week, 3 days later, they come out with the same idea that you've been working on for the last 2 weeks. You get what I'm coming from? Okay? It's like they like to steal from you underneath you. Stealing from your ideas, stealing your energy, stealing hell, even stealing your money. Trying to find a way to figure out who you're dating so they can steal them. I'm serious. These energy vampires are just straight thieves, guys. That's what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? Another thing is, this is usually like a friend. You know, they want to always say out their lips how much they love you. Okay. Once again, that love word, when it's overly used, be very mindful of what's going on here. Okay. Sun God. Yeah. It's always revealed to you. You just got to pay attention, guys. This person usually would resist to anything that's good for you. So if it's anything that you can grow on, that can make you look good, that can build up your reputation, that can increase your financial income, anything that's like valuable, that brings value to you, 9 out of 10, this person will definitely resist against it and try to give you false advice. Okay? False advice. As a friend, they think that it's not good. They always come up with some type of way to push you away from or to second guess yourself from doing something that's life changing only for you. It has to be something that they have to benefit from for them to actually agree to it. And even then, even if it benefits from you, for you and them, they're still not satisfied. It can only benefit them for them to agree and to comply with the plan that you guys have as friends, as a team, as co-worker, as whatever it is, guys. You get what I'm saying? They just don't want to see you benefit from anything. Okay? Spirit, what else? Is there anything else the cards can tell us about this? Oh, they don't like you dating. They don't like you dating anybody. That's another tell sign. Anybody that want to date you, they will find a way to try to meet that person. They're going to try their way to break that up. A real energy vampire, they don't like no one else around you but them. Be very mindful of that, okay? All right. Thank you so much, Spirit, for that information. All right. Is there anything else we need to know about spotting a vampire? Let's take a look at these cards. Spirit, is there anything else we need to know? Okay, energy vampires like to start. Remember, there's always an argument somewhere, some way. It's going to be an argument when you doing good in your life. It's going to be an argument when you're happy. Every time you're happy, it's going to always be an argument. It's always a problem with something, some type of outburst. Or maybe they're having problems in their life and they need you to rescue them out of their problems. That's another giveaway. Spirit, what else? Is there anything else? Okay. Another giveaway is that they are not, they're greedy. They're not generous with money, food. You can't get anything out of these people. You can say, I'm hungry. You know, go to their house. They will not let you touch their refrigerator. They will not let you get anything to drink. They don't offer you anything to drink. But when they come to your house, they take over your whole house. It's never a 50-50 split. If they get paid, they do not spend money on you. They don't come around. They only come around when they don't have money. What I'm hearing, what I'm feeling here. What no spirit? Trust someone. Another sign is that they run in packs. Okay, they want you by yourself, but they got a whole lot of friends. They don't want you to have friends, but they got 3, 4 other friends that they hang out with. They don't take pictures with you, but they take pictures with everyone else around you. But they don't never invite you to the event. They invite everybody else to the event. Does that make sense? They will constantly put you in a situation where they want to constantly make you compete for their love or make you feel singled out. See, the whole purpose of an energy vampire is to completely take away your confidence. They're sucking away your energy. They're sucking away your confidence. They're sucking away your honor. Anything that's good for you, they want to take it away. They want it for themselves. And then they take that and go and give it to a whole nother group of people outside of you. And you get no benefit from that. It doesn't come back to you. There's no reward. And half of the time, they don't even get a reward. They don't even get nothing back for all the energy they place in those people. So here you got an energy vampire sucking off your energy for a whole nother group of fucking vampires. Holy crap. Well, where the hell they do that at? So you did now. It's like you kind of destiny swapping with me. Not even destiny swapping. It's like you're destiny stealing. Because if you were to give all your energy to a vampire, guys, an energy vampire, that means you wouldn't have enough energy to be ambitious in your life. You wouldn't be able to accomplish the necessary things you need in your life. If you find it hard to wake up in the morning to make changes in your life. Number 7 for change. To be ahead and make decisions in your life that you know you need to do. Run errands that you know you need to run, but you're just so tired. You willing to risk it all for an extra 2 hours of sleep. You're around an energy vampire. Something's not right there. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and get started. Next topic. Let's talk about Decepticon decoder. How to recognize who those who are pretending. Okay? How do you know if someone is secretly coming in disguised as a good person versus really they are your enemy? They call it frenemy. A frenemy is a Decepticon, guys. Okay? A Decepticon is someone that acts like they want to be your friend. They want the best for you. In actuality, they are there to take you down. In other words, I would say energy vampires could be Destiny Swapper, but that's not really it. It's really the Decepticons could be possible Destiny Swappers. Destiny Swappers, definitely. Because they're coming in disguised to be someone you need or someone that needs you as a friend. But reality, coming not to just build themselves up, but to actually just to completely destroy you. They don't want nothing from you but to completely make your life a living fucking hell. Can I say it like that? Because I'm just saying, y'all. Right? Okay? Just being real. That's what Decepticons do. They're there to come and bring it on, baby. I'm going to play like I love you. They're not going to say I love you. That's not it. That's vampire stuff. They're not going to say I love you, guys. These are not people that love you. You know these are not people that love you. But these are people who has influence, could have influence in your life. These are people that's completely strangers. Complete strangers. You don't know nothing about these people. Decepticons are always people that you don't know. I just want to throw that out there. These are complete strangers that you are giving a chance to learn them. They learn you. Maybe there's something y'all got something in common and y'all want to exchange a service, or they go to your church. or you get what I'm saying here? You getting what I'm putting down? Okay, I want to kind of get that clear. These are complete strangers who becomes extremely obsessed with your life, and they already did the research on you before they approached you for something, or as they got to know you as just a person, became extremely jealous or envious of you. It's something that you have that they want, and if they can't have it, if it's something they can't do to duplicate it, then they're tearing your house down. They're going to throw a rock and hide their hand. It wasn't me that called your man or emailed your man and told him you cheated on him. It wasn't me that called your job and sent a complaint. It wasn't me that spread a rumor around the neighborhood. You understand what I'm saying? These people will play in your face just to destroy your life. Okay, and either they want to actually take your place, literally, or they just hate you. You know what I'm saying? And this is what they do. They do this to anybody that they can't take their destiny from. If they can't take your destiny, they're wanting to destroy you. That's a Decepticon. They just love putting chaos in people's lives, watching people slowly crumble in front of their eyes, and them not revealing that it's them. Does that make sense? They want to have first row view of your life being destroyed unknowingly by them. Okay? That's what Decepticons do, guys. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into that. I'm glad that I broke it down to y'all like that. Okay? That's what the Spirit called me to say to you. Self-awareness. Once again, self-awareness came out. Observe from a balanced perspective. Intimacy shadow came out again. So that you know now that's what the vampire and Decepticons have in common. Okay? Beyond fear and connection. Okay? And then desire. Ooh, that's a good one. Desire, y'all. Realizing new pathways of becoming. Ooh. And then last but not least, we got the overthinker. Okay? Redirect your focus to change the narrative. All right, so let's break all this down real quick. Okay? First things first, these Decepticons are very self-aware. They're very aware of their facial expressions. They're very aware of how they're conducting themselves. They mastered the art of body language and facial expression to where you won't really see what they're really thinking. They're actresses. They have a mask on. They know how to use that mask. They understand people watches people's faces expressions, and they keep their face expressions neutral. Okay? Spirit shows what we need to know more about this. Sun God, once again, these people want to be the center of attention. Okay? That's another sign. Okay? They want to be the only one getting the attention. They want to steal the show. You could be talking and they'll cut you off in the middle of your sentence. They will never let you make a valid point. They will not, they got to have the attention in the room. They got to show you that they're smarter than you. They got to find a way to up one you all the time. That's easy sign. They got to correct you when you say a word. They got to correct the way you said something. Okay? Constantly correcting you. Okay? Constantly got to be seen and admired. What else, Spirit? They're going to try to convince you that you're compatible with them. They're going to try to convince you of how much you guys have so much in common. You can say one thing, they say, me too. And you said nothing, me too. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. We met people in our lives where we're like, oh my God, this got to be my freaking twin. Like, I swear everything this person likes, I freaking like. I'm over the moon about getting to know this person. I'm so happy. And it's real deal factual, guys. You could really truly just love a person so much, not like love them, but just like their spirit and just their everyday routine really matches yours. So heck yeah, we could be friends. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Heck yeah. But in this situation, it's a constant competition though of compatibility. Oh, I do. You can say I play tennis. Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I play tennis. I've been playing tennis since I was, I know how to play tennis. And you can say, oh, yeah, I've been playing tennis since I was 15. Oh, I've been playing since I was a little girl. Oh, yeah, we get together and play. Oh, my God, we got so much in common. Oh, well, you know what? I've been playing since I was in the womb. Oh, you know what? I've been playing before I was born. You get where I'm coming from? They gotta have the last word. They gotta show that that y'all are compatible. But, there's always a but. However, okay, and they're constantly asking for forgiveness. Oh, forgive me. I'm so sorry. They're always saying they're sorry about something. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I mean to say that? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. Everything, they'll get around your people and say things to compete with you, or they constantly bring up your past on you. So anything you tell them that's really sad, they'll bring it up around other people and say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. Did I mean to say that? Is that okay for me to say that?" You know what I'm saying? Okay, they're constantly trying to find a way to get close to your partners if you are in a love committed relationship. And these are just remember, this is a stranger. You don't know this person. These Decepticons, you don't know this person, y'all. Okay? You're getting to know them because they're making the effort to get to know you. So you're like, well, why not? They're showing that we're so compatible. They're showing that we have a lot in common. So, why not? And so now they want to commit themselves to you. They want to find different ways to set a commitment, try to find a way. How can I explain it? Either they're trying to get in your love life and learn about all the things you're committed to, or they're trying to find a way to commit to you or make y'all kind of like commit to each other by doing something like, oh, you know what? We should walk every day at this time, at that time, every day at this. And you'll be like, ooh, I can't do that. I'm a grown woman. I got a whole person to tend to, or I have people to nurture in my life. You know what I'm saying? That I really love. I can't meet you, stranger. I can't meet this stranger every day at this time. At that, you get where I'm coming from? And then all the things you're committed to, they want to commit to it all of a sudden. You could be a volunteer for like a company for years, and all of a sudden they want to be a volunteer. They're signing up to be a volunteer to everywhere that you're at. You know what I'm saying? Whew, y'all, this is heavy stuff, okay? This is some heavy stuff, y'all. Okay. Desire. These particular Decepticons, I'm telling y'all right now, they like to, once again, boost your ego. They like to boost your ego. They only boosting your ego. They try to get, and that's another thing. They want to know about your sex life. They're strangers, but they want to know about your sex life. Real personal, intimate stuff. They don't go for like simple questions. They always want to dive deep into your love life. Okay? They barely know you. They know nothing about you. They know nothing about you. But after 2 times of seeing them, maybe the second time, I don't know. But they think they can build such a rapport to where they start to ask you really deep, intimate, sexual, or things about you and your partner that a stranger should know. Okay, and they're hoping that they'll catch you slipping in giving this information. Okay. So what else is it that we could figure out here? Yeah, yeah. This is the time they start to overthinking. They want to make you overthink. They start to overthinking about your life. They start to. Well, I was thinking. This is the thing. I was thinking the last time I talked to you, you said something about blah blah blah, and they start to having more and more questions, which is not a big deal. You know, if you really like somebody, you're interested, you should ask questions. But it's about things that is so intimate and things that should really take time. There's some things you don't ask your friends. Like I don't ask my friends, my real friends, the type of questions a Decepticon would ask us. A Decepticon would ask you stuff that they like a real friend wouldn't even ask. You know, a mother wouldn't even ask the type of stuff they're at. They go way over the borderline of privacy. Like they breaking all boundaries when it comes down to receiving information from you. They want to know the deepness of your life. They want to know what time you woke up, what you do when you wake up, what kind of foods you eat. Okay? They want to know all your backstory. They want to know, that's another thing. They want to know all about what you went through. They want to know all the details of your life. Okay? Your past life. They want to know how you did it. You know, how did you do it? They want you to think about stuff that you don't want to think about anymore. You over it. You've been, you know. They want to take you back to an emotional place and you don't know them. They want to ask you emotional questions and you don't know them. That's the easiest sign to know when there's a Decepticon in your presence. When they start asking you real deep questions that there's really no reason to even ask. It's a beautiful sunny day. We're at a beautiful event, but you're asking about the day that you're someone deceased in your family. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't add up. You would know, like, oh, okay, something's wrong here. Why are we talking about this? Why do you care? Why are you thinking about that when all these beautiful things is happening in front of us? Okay, because they're trying to find a way to trigger up an emotional reaction out of you for later on. Because they use this information for later to bring chaos into your life. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Another thing is, you know, they love to ask about your money. Beware. Let me tell you something. Even a vampire, an energy vampire, don't even ask you about your money, y'all. But a Decepticon does. A stranger will ask you how much you make every year. A stranger will ask you, so what do you do for a living? Oh, what do you know? They want to ask details, and you don't know anything about this person. They are complete strangers to you. But they would ask you the most sensitive information that even the universal law tells you not to tell a person. But they would think of you as foolish. Let me tell you something. A Decepticon think everybody is slow, y'all. That's another thing. They think everybody around them is stupid for some reason. They think they're the only ones that got brains, which half of the time they're really good at getting information out of people. And it's kind of like they bulldoze the information. Oh, you got to tell, oh, no, come on, it ain't nothing. You know, they make you feel like, oh, it ain't nothing. Oh, and then they'll give you information about them. So you'll feel like, oh, well, shoot, since they told me, I guess I'll tell them. But that's the point. The point is you don't have no use for what you got. They can use that information, and if you make more money than them, or if they find out that you're doing something better and they feel in any way of degradation based on who you are, they become jealous, envious, and now guess what? They are now going to target your money. That's why the universal laws, it says, don't you ever tell a person how much money you make. Never. You can tell them how to go get some money. You can show them how to go make something. You can show them the possibilities of, opportunities of how to get it. But you never tell anybody what you bring home, what you cashing out, what you is in your bank account. What you never talk about that. Okay? They would go so far to ask you what bank you bank at. That's how nosy the Decepticon is. They are collecting info, y'all. Okay? I can't make this up. They're going to ask about your money. They want to know where you're getting it from, they want all these details. Unnecessary details. You got to be strong enough, y'all, to really get in their ass and be like, look, I don't discuss that type of stuff. You have to be the type of person that's stern, straightforward, treat them like a stranger. That's the best way to deal with Decepticons. I'm going to be honest with you. Is there anything else you want to tell? Yeah, they want to know how you got your divine masculine or how you got your divine feminine, how you met your partner, where y'all met each other at. Okay, they want to know what you're growing. What you bought, that how much that cost. Okay, they want to know how much this costs and that costs. They're constantly comparing themselves to you. Okay, and they want to know all your friends. Because their objective, y'all, is to turn you upside down, to turn your life upside down. Okay? They want to take your friend group from you. Decepticons are strangers that becomes obsessed with your life and says, I want their life. And so they do whatever they can to remove you out the way, to take your place energetically, or to take something from you, to bring chaos, to stop you from growing, and to stump your growth, or to destroy what you've grown. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay. So we're going to go on to the next topic. We're going to discuss the next phase in this. All right, guys. So here we are. On to the next. Aura armor. Simply yet potential rituals and visualizations to seal your energy field. So these are a few things that you can do. We're going to pull some cards first to get the energy on, the best way to do this. And then I can kind of give you the information from there, okay? Excuse me. Well, that's confirmation. Figure, show me what I need to know. Show us what we need to know. Okay. All right. So first things first, okay, you are protecting your energy. The first thing you want to do, you want to always make sure you pray. Okay. You stay in prayer. Okay. Make sure you eat clean. Cleaner you eat, you would always know how to protect yourself because it's the food that they eat. You got to pay attention to the food that they eat. It gives them away every time. If you want to spot an energy vampire and a Decepticon, there's a few things. It's about how they eat and what they eat, y'all. That's another good thing. But when you eating good, it's something about your nervous system It protects your nervous system or it alerts you. It's like your third eye. Your chakras open up when you have good, well-balanced food in your system. Okay? You can recognize the good people. You'll be drawn to good people, or good people will be drawn to you. You get what I'm saying? A Decepticon wouldn't last for a person that's well nutritioned and their mind and memory and their brain and their heart and all their chakras is working. They wouldn't stand a chance. An energy vampire wouldn't stand a chance, y'all. They would want to run from you when you are fully healthy, living in your best healthy and healthy ways as far as self-care, eating the right foods nutritionally, and on your spiritual, basically spiritual routine. Okay, I'm sorry, guys, my chakra. They don't want me to get this message out for some reason, but we're going to get it out today. Okay, hallelujah. All right. That's another thing. Um, Allow them to, one of the main things to protect your aura, don't give people access to you. Reduce the access. Don't come around folks too much. Once you see people ask you a whole lot of questions, just stand clear. Don't agree to nothing. Okay? Don't agree to anything, to anyone, and say very little around. Once you see people asking you questions, don't say anything. You don't have to answer anybody's questions. Okay? Understand, you're not bound to anything. You're free. You have freedom. You can say and do whatever you want. You don't have to say anything, once again. Okay? And your heart and your mind is going to tell you, your third eye is going to tell you, y'all, when somebody's trying to use you or trying to bring chaos. There's a smell as well as there's a something in your third eye going to tell you. Your brain going to alert you immediately. Okay? You will be aware of these folks. You will be. Here, give us some more information. How can they protect their aura? You want to go ahead and do your self-care. Okay? Spiritual self-care, physical self-care, emotional, mental, the whole enchilada. Of course, you want to sage. Okay? You do some protection spells. All right, if you're a tarot card reader, make sure you always have your candle, your special candle lit. This is a candle that's going to protect my energy while I read for y'all or anybody. Okay, I always make a protection candle for specifically when I'm in the prayer room doing readers for other people. But if I'm not doing readings, there's a different candle I use for something else. Okay, we're going to be saging. You're going to do your daily rituals, do your daily prayers, your daily meditations. You got to be spiritually fed. Yeah. To protect your aura from these folks. And you have to you got to really talk good. Like you got to speak to yourself kindly and loving. Pour love into yourself. Okay, you're gonna always know the aura because you're gonna feel their aura before they feel yours. They know yours because they're coming and talking to you. They want whatever it is you have. But because of you pouring into yourself mentally, saying beautiful words to yourself, being compassionate with yourself, that self-compassion that you have, you're gonna feel their energy while they're talking to you. While they're asking questions, you're gonna actually hear those words come out their mouth, and you're gonna know in slow motion, literally, I'm not answering that. I'm not going there. I'm not doing that. I'm not answering that phone call. I'm not responding to that text message. You know what? I'm going to back off of this one. You're going to see it. You're going to know it. It's going to come to you easily. And you got to just follow your first mind. Okay? Don't tell your business to these people. Don't tell them anything about the way you make money. That's the part I'm going to tell you right now. Never tell anyone your main source of income. Never. That's a good way to protect your energy field, y'all. Okay. Don't tell them your plans, what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, and don't tell them your weaknesses either. Okay? That goes for anybody. I don't care who it is, mama, dad. Don't tell nobody your weaknesses unless you can really trust them, like your husband, your wife, maybe your kids. You know what I'm saying? But a stranger like a vampire or a person that's a vampire or a person that's a Decepticon, you don't tell them your weaknesses and you don't tell them your fears and you definitely don't fucking tell them your next moves. You just don't tell them shit. You don't tell them who you know, honey. That's how deep it is. You just gotta be around them. Oh, yeah. What else, Spirit? Don't make any promises with these people. Don't set no commitments. This is another thing. They're gonna always ask you, "Are you gonna be at somewhere? Are you gonna be over here at this time? Are you gonna do it?" Oh, never say yes or no to stuff like that. Never set an appointment, a date, a time with these people, okay? Because what they're going to do is you can schedule with them. These are the type of people. I'm going to tell you what they're going to do, all right? You can schedule with them. And what they're going to do, they're not going to make it. They're not going to show up. They're going to waste your time. They're going to cancel it. And then they're going to try again. Oh, my bad, I'm sorry. And then they're not going to reach out. And they're going to, they like to play games. They like to play games with your time. If they can't get you to give information, they're always going to play games with your time, y'all. Don't ever forget that. They're always going to play games with your time. What else, Spirit? That's the only thing they got to work with is to waste your time. To waste an hour of your time. Waste 30 minutes of your time. That's another good sign to know when you're dealing with some bullcrap. And you cut it right off. So they start to playing with your time. You cut them off. You get them up and out of there. Spirit says, move on from these people. Don't receive anything, any presents. Don't receive any gifts from folks. Okay? Oh, I got something for you. I got a snack for you. I got this for you. That's their way to try to get in your energy right there. And then then you'll feel like you're obligated to give them information. You'll feel like you're obligated to spend time with this person. You'll be feeling like you understand? So they would offer you something. Spirit says, move on from this person. Move on from these people. Okay? Don't accept anything from them. No cup of coffee. No nothing. Okay? They're going, you want me to get you a cup of coffee? You want me to get you some corn chips? No, thank you. I'll go over there and get it myself. Even if it's 5 feet away. No, thank you. Okay? All right, let's get down to the next section. Next topic. All right, guys. So the next one is return to sender. The next topic is really just techniques on how to bounce negative vibes right back off of you, okay, and returning them to sender. One of the things you can always say is just say it out loud, return to sender, okay? You can also do spiritual baths, smoke out your house, okay, using sage, all right, light your candles, say your prayers, return it back. You can do this before you enter your home or you do this right when you get home and leave it right at the door. Okay? Here, point blank. There's affirmations that you can say. Okay? I'm going to read you some affirmations. Because the only way you can really do a return to sender, you got to know who you are. You got to know that the energy that you're in is not yours. To recognize it. You got to understand what's being said to you when someone says something to you. You get what I'm saying? You got to recognize that stuff. All right? You're going to know it. Spirit, show me. What else? You need some affirmations to give. I am in control of my life and I am capable of creating the life I desire. I am in control of my life and I am compatible or capable of creating the life I desire. Hopefully, y'all can see that. I release what no longer serves me. My happiness, health, and peace of mind. I release what no longer serves me. My happiness, health, and peace of mind. You see how that just released all that, and now you're like in this energy of oh, thank you, God. You know what I'm saying? It's the energy of oh, thank you, Lord. I feel so much better right now. Type energy. The last one is I need not look further than myself. All that I seek resides within me. All that I seek resides within me. Okay? So these are just an example of affirmations that you can say to yourself to get yourself back into your own energy and then saying that return to sender. You know what I mean? And calling out that emotion. If you're feeling sad for no reason and you know your life is the shiznits, you know what I'm saying? Your life is the business, okay? You are living a happy life. You are in love. You're doing your thing. And all of a sudden you leave somewhere and you're sad and you're angry and you're road raging and hold up, pull over, and it's time to call it back to sender. It's time to return it back to sender, honey. Okay? Period. Okay? And last but not least, guys, we're going to get to the next topic. Daily cleanse protocol. Okay, these are some practices that you can do, some self-care practices that you can do every morning and night to stay clear and charged. Okay, so you always want to focus on your 8 dimensions. And I think if you were to look into my video, you will find a video based on that. Okay, and the 8 dimensions is you can look it up. Okay, 8 dimensions is all aspects of your life. It's the dimensions of wellness. Okay, intellectual, occupational, financial, environmental, mental, emotional, spiritual, psychological. Okay, those are the 8 dimensions. Okay, and sometimes they say even sexual can be in there, but sexual will be under physical. Okay, but I think whatever. But I'm saying that could be another. Okay, but these are a few morning or night routines you can do for yourself. You always want to pour into do the things you want to do. That's the key thing. Anything your spirit calling you to do, or you want to journal, or you want to read a book, or you want to do this, you want to do that. That's what you want to do. Okay. Let's pull a few cards. Let's pull a few. Okay, this is my self-care deck, mindful meditation deck, mindful activity deck. Okay. All right. Here, use some more. Chat with friends who make you laugh. Chat with friends who make you laugh. Happiness is contagious. Read a captivating biology. Or, I'm sorry, read a captivating biography. Okay, see things through a different lens. So sometimes step out right out yourself. Okay, y'all trying to mess with my energy? No worries, I'm about to clean it out. And I'm about to go ahead and read and stimulate my mind. That will be the intellectual self-care. I'm going to stimulate my mind. Can't have my mind when I'm already stimulating it already. Getting it? I'm using my mind the way I want to. The key word is your desired self-care activities. Okay, whatever your spirit is calling you to do that you really want to do is what you're going to do. Okay, chat with friends who make you laugh. That's amazing right there. That's a big one. You can call somebody in the morning, a different person at night, just to check in and have a good laugh. Okay, write down the reasons why you don't what. Write down the reasons why you do what you do. Regain your focus and stay on target. Rewrite down. You can even write a gratitude list, y'all. That's another thing that's really popular. Is writing a gratitude list. All the things that you're grateful for that day. For that day. Y'all, every day you should have a gratitude journal. That'll be another great way for your daily cleansing. Okay? To focus. Always think about what you've been grateful for. Do some, maybe write some God shots of what happened. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this great thing happened today. Always remember who you are. Okay? The experiences that your experiences is who you are. Not what other people want to project on you. You get what I'm saying? Last but not least, stay up late, watch your favorite movie. You'll never be younger than you are today. Watch your favorite movie. That movie that you haven't seen in a while. I got a movie in mind I was going to go ahead and watch after I take my break because I've been working all morning, guys. You know, once again, I am a content creator, a spiritual leader, a sober companion. I am also a steward in my community. Definitely an evangelist. I'm all of these things. Okay. I'm a good woman to a good man. And that, that's a whole nother job itself, y'all. And not, I don't feel like it's a job, but you know what I mean. It's an obligation. It's a commitment. I'm dedicated to the people that's around me. I'm dedicated to myself. And so I want to end it by letting you know that when you are dedicated to yourself, you got to have some time to yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Because you being dedicated to yourself means you're dedicated to people that really love you. You know who love you. And so it's your obligation to make sure that they're okay. It's your obligation to let them know that you love them. To show them that. That's just facts. Okay? But you got to squeeze that time for yourself to watch that movie that you've been wanting to watch. Oh, I got some movies I want to watch, honey. Okay? And I think I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take a break. All right, I'm going to do a little bit, put a face mask on, do a little bit of self-care, face beauty self-care, face mask, pop up in my bed, okay? I may do my hair, I don't know, who knows? But I don't want to use my hands. I want to let my hands rest. You get what I'm saying? So those little things like that. Think about what matters in your life, okay? So these are the things that once you figure these things out, y'all, this episode is all about figuring out what could get in your way. Spotting out those fakes, vetting your people, keeping the connections and maintaining the connections with the people that you really love and that truly loves you is how you level up in your life, y'all. That's the level up itself. You always want to block the BS at all times. That's your obligation. Your responsibility is to block people from taking your energy without your permission. Your responsibility is to use your energy for the things, for God's purpose, your higher power's purpose, for your family, generational purpose, for your longevity, for your legacy. You get what I'm saying? Your energy is only for what you need it for and what your higher power is requesting you to need it for. It's not for nobody else to steal from you. And it's unfortunate that people want to do that and care to do that. But it is whatever it is. You just don't have to give it up anymore. Okay? So once again, y'all, I thank you so much. And that is it on the spiritual street report, y'all. Stay tuned for the next episode. I really appreciate everyone's support. If you want to support my channel, you can. All the information is in the description box. All right. Also, we have newsletters coming out every 12 weeks. Check my description to learn more about that information. If you want the newest updated newsletter, it is in the description. All right. Click the link in my bio if you want to learn more about my services and all other resources that I have available to you. Everything is completely confidential, and I'm here for you, for your elevation. All right. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to give you the information that I know so then we both can rise together. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Ashe.